You'll all be really glad that you are period number 3.
Yeah. We're always glad.
Yeah, you should always be glad. I do love this class. Especially with Kimberly's absent.
Yeah.
And, I also like the way this class works. I like the fact that you guys usually focus and take the notes and ask the interesting questions and stuff. I'm glad you videotaped this period. And today, because you're so much ahead of the others, we've got to let everybody catch up so I can erase the whiteboard and set up for nuclear energy. So if we finish my intro to nuclear today, then I don't want to get ahead of the others because that would mean I have to erase boards that they might still need. So it leaves me no choice but to leave you some time to work with your solar house groups. And most periods don't get this time. So I'm thinking that you'll be glad to be period 3 for at least a little bit. Let's get rid of the things that we all have to accomplish today. Number 1, your solar house plan. A lot of students have been asking me a lot of questions. So let's all get on the same page. Your solar house plans are 3 papers, 1, 2, 3. Full color street view, black and white schematic plans, and a key. 1 and 2 are done on poster paper. Number 3 is done on 8x11. This one is full color, has the title and name, includes the view as if you were walking by your house. It's like a 3-dimensional view. It has landscaping. And any of your solar design elements visible in this view must be numbered. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4. On the other sheet of big paper, you'll have these schematics or construction plans. These are many views, so each is relatively smaller. They are line drawings. Color is not required. And I think it says in your packet that you need a top view with the roof removed, the wall plan. I forget what they are, but you can put them all on here. One detail. If you have a multi-story building, you will need multiple floor plans. First floor, second floor, third floor. Again, you'll notice on these, wherever you see one of your passive solar elements, you also number it. So number 1 shows up on this, and then it shows up here, 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 and there. Third, you need the key. That key will list your design elements. So the eave is supposed to block the light in summer but not in winter. The deciduous tree provides shade during the sunniest parts of the year. The black interior walls provide energy absorption during the sunny parts of the day. No, you can have some liberties with that. I don't want you to depend on a regional detail, like since we can't generate wind here, I don't want you to count on a windy location and take advantage of the wind. I don't want you to be so site specific that it just so happens I'm on a really cold piece of rock here. But you can be site specific in the generic sense, like we're in Santa Barbara. And you can also be, you need to be regionally specific to Santa Barbara. And you can also design a house for a specific site type, like on a hillside, we will dig into the hillside. But I don't want you to make it for something that we couldn't replicate in the model. A few details for you. You've all seen that 33:1 scale. That's for the model, not for the drawing. Scale is not the same thing as proportion. You don't need a specific scale for your drawings, but you do still need proportion. If your house is rectangular, don't draw it square in one place and then tall in another place and then elongated in another. Your proportion must be accurate. So if it's shaped like a brick, the side view will be like this, the top view will be like that, the front view would be like this. Your drawings must be proportional to each other, and thus to your design. Any question about proportion versus scale? I don't want to answer all your text messages Tuesday night, so I'm serious. Any questions about that? You should number all the concepts wherever they appear in all the drawings. Please do not make a dozen little drawings and then glue them onto a big piece of paper. No gluing or stapling or taping. You are required to have 8 elements for full credit, but I'm warning you, you might want to make your plans based on 12, because a lot of kids show up and they go, hey look, I've got a white outside door and a black interior door, and I've got black floors and white roofing. That's 4 ideas, and I got to tell them, sorry, that's all one concept, different colors, different heat absorption. So beware, if you just make 8, I might clump these and clump those, and then that only gives you credit for 6. Notice on the Don't Lose This page of your solar house packet that you get 4 points for the plan, 4 points for the model, 2 points for the post slab, but you can also get 1 bonus point for a creative design and 1 bonus point for using creative materials in the model. I don't know how much you guys think about this, but there are never extra credit lab points. And in the first semester, a lot of kids would have had a way better grade if they had a better classwork average. These are the only extra credit classwork points of the year. And all you got to do is a little extra research so you can be creative. Like, these guys got an extra point because they made a new way to make their Adobe. These guys got extra credit point because they found a way to use their evaporation pool to cool down their house, and they figured out the materials to do that. These guys got 2 extra credit points. They came up with this ventilation system. It's like a double wall building, and the hot air rising pulls air out of the interior, which sucks air. They also had an extra credit on the model because of this crazy foundation they poured, which has like pipes in it, so that when air leaves from inside their house, it sucks cold air from outside their house. I don't really think their model worked. In the end, like, they made it all out of cardboard and it wasn't well sealed or something, but anyway, they got extra credit points for both both a creative design and creative materials in the modeling. These guys got extra credit for making one of the slickest Adobes I've ever seen. These guys got extra credit for making the first homemade Adobe that I've ever seen. So they came up with a new way to model Adobe using that lightweight paper creep. It's not often I give you bonus lab work points. As a matter of fact, this is the only time all year. So, you know, if you forgot your electricity and gas bills, ta-da, you can get those points back. And classwork, remember, is a big part of your grades, quarter of the grades. So, anyway. Last thing, does anybody need paper? I've got paper for free. It's not pretty or fancy, but it's free. There is paper. Yes. If you'd like some, send one person from your group. Send up one person from your group. Each person who's coming up, grab one rubber band. I need your attention, please. Excuse me. If anyone needs more paper before Tuesday, you're welcome to come and get it from me on Monday. I may run out. Anybody want to talk more about the solar house plans at all? All right. So there's just one thing left to do today, and that's finish my introduction to chemistry. I don't remember how far I got yesterday, but I'm organizing things a little differently today. Also, Caroline, I believe your brother left. Are you from your house? Does this look like the spoon you use at your house?
I think it would be like one of the ones we don't use that much. But yeah, probably not.
So a little bit of chemistry. Like I told you yesterday, I am not one of our school chemistry teachers. They are good at this. I am not. They are smarter, I'm better looking. But really when it comes time to get qualified chemistry instruction, I don't claim to be a reasonable source. I'm just trying to offer a Band-Aid so we can continue with the environmental stuff. If you guys have questions, chances are you will reach my limit quickly. So I hope you won't rely on me as your sole source of chemistry info. This is just for some kids. Quickly, it helps me understand the class better. If I say heavy versus light isotope, how many of you know what I'm talking about? If I say ionic, how many of you know the charge of neutron, proton, electron? Okay. Everything inside this little squiggly box is mandatory knowledge for us to continue talking about nuclear energy. I think we already did some of this yesterday, so nucleus, neutron, proton,